Hello and welcome to today's live. Karibu sana, karibu sana. So, it has been quite a while, but I'm happy that you're here today. So, today we want to talk about, like you've seen, we want to talk about 20 phrases that are very useful for you who wants to come in East Africa, maybe for work, maybe for travel, or even just for connections with your East African networks. So we want to look at 20 must know phrases. So, what phrases should you know? What Swahili phrases should you know if you want to survive and thrive in East Africa? So, that's what we want to discuss today. That's what you want to discuss today. So, tune in and wait to enjoy the discussion. So, welcome if you're just joining in. Welcome, Karibu Sana. I am Diana Kabaka, the expert at Swahili H. Welcome so much for this live session. As I said, we're going to talk about 20 phrases that you must know and that are going to help you if you want to interact with any Swahili speakers. That is people from East Africa, that is Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and even beyond. So once you know these phrases, then you're good to go. Then you can interact with them freely and you can enjoy a discussion with them because these are actually phrases that you can use every day once you're visiting in East Africa. Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher is one of the phrases. Well, if you're new in this channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit that button and subscribe so that you can get more Swahili news and more Swahili updates, and you can learn Swahili with me, Diana Kabaka, from the Swahili age. Okay. So, welcome again. Sorry for that interlude. Just dealing with something. So, yes. So, what are some of these phrases that you actually need to know so that you're able to thrive in East Africa? I've categorized them in about three categories. So, category number one are the greetings. Category number one are the greetings. I can see Agatha commenting about my smile. Thank you so much, Agatha. Yes, it's indeed a very beautiful smile. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so let us continue. Please also comment on the chats and tell us where you're joining from. If you come to this live, let me know in the chats where you're joining from. Tuning in live from Kenya. I'm a native Swahili speaker and a native Swahili speaker, and also an expert educator with over 10 years experience teaching Swahili language. So you're in a good hands. Comment where you are joining from, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you able to get notified in case of new videos and even live streams. I am so happy to be with you today. And today, like I said, we're talking about 20 phrases, just 20 phrases that you need to thrive in East Africa as a visitor, as a traveler, as a student, as a business person. These are 20 phrases that you need to thrive in East Africa. So, as I said, we are going to categorize them in about three aspects. And the first aspect are the greetings, and then phrases for everyday situations, and then we'll get phrases for uh, politeness and connection. So we begin with the very first aspect, that is the greetings. The most common greetings that if you know these greetings, then you're good to go in East Africa. Now, the first greeting that will save you a lot of energy and will make you thrive in East Africa is habari. Now, habari is a self greeting because it simply means how are you. So you can use this greeting any time of the day, but if you know the time of the day, then you can add the time of the day. But if you're just new and you don't know any other Swahili word, just say habari, you'll be safe. So you say habari or habari yako, how are you? Habari or habari yako, how are you? That's what you would say. And another easy one that you can use is hujambo, 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 hujambo. This simply means how are you? And if you want to sound, or rather, if hujambo is difficult, you can just say jambo, 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 jambo. That again also just means how are you? And once you use these greetings, then yourself, somebody will just reply. Like I said, if you know the time of the day, then you can add. But there's a video in my channel that talks about the basic greetings, so you can go view it and you'll see how these greetings are used. You can see how these greetings are used. I've explained, I've gone in depth in that video, so you can use it. You can go through that video and see. So habari, hujambo, or just jambo. Or if you want to be more casual, you can just say mambo, mambo, mambo. Or you can say sasa, sasa. And again, you'll just get a response from anyone that you meet. And the response, the common response, so if you're the one being greeted habari or jambo or mambo, you can just say nzuri, 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 nzuri. That's a common response for these greetings. Nzuri, nzuri. So if they said habari ya asubuhi, habari ya jioni, or just habari, you can just say nzuri. But if they said jambo or hujambo, then you can reply with si jambo, si jambo, si jambo. And if they said mambo, mambo, mambo or sasa, then you can reply with poa, poa. and that way you'll be safe. You'll be, or rather, you'll just easily connect with the people. Instead of saying safe, you'll just easily connect with the people. Another thing that East Africans love gratitude. They treasure gratitude so much. In fact, in Kenya, when you go to buy something on a shop, after you bought the thing, you're supposed to say thank you. It's prudent that you say thank you. Not the person who has sold to you, but you who has bought the things don't supposed to say thank you. But other times you get very good shopkeepers who will also say thank you. So gratitude is something that is very free and very common in East Africa. And so it's good that you know how to say thank you in East Africa. And simply you can just say asante, asante, asante. Or if you don't want to say asante, you can just say shukran, shukran, shukran. So if you want to show that you're very much grateful, you can say asante sana, asante sana. That means thank you very much. So thank you, you say asante, asante. Yes. So asante again is also another very common one that you'll find, and if you know it, then you'll enjoy your stay in East Africa. So after every service, remember to say asante. After you've asked a question and somebody has answered you well, then just say asante. Yes. So asante is one of the common phrases that will help you enjoy your stay or connect better with East Africans. Another very common phrase is karibu. Because again, like I said, asante is a common phrase. You will hear it a lot. You'll hear it a lot. So it's not uncommon that when you buy something from a shop, or rather when you get a service, somebody will say asante. So once they tell you asante, again, it will be so impolite for you to just keep quiet if somebody has told you asante. So you say karibu, karibu, karibu to mean welcome. Asante kwa kununua bidhaa zangu. Thank you for buying my items from my shop. Say karibu, you're welcome. Karibu, karibu. Asante sana kwa kutembelea Tanzania. Then you say karibu. Thank you for visiting Tanzania. You say karibu, karibu, karibu. These simple words will make you connect quickly and easily with East Africans. Now, another one that is also will be very useful for you is samahani. Samahani. It could mean I'm sorry. Say you didn't hear something that was said, was mentioned, or rather somebody is talking to you, didn't hear them. Just say samahani. I'm sorry. I need to, or rather, if you want to say excuse me, you can just say samahani is the most common one. But if you want to also say excuse me, you can say, maybe you want to pass and people are blocking the way, you can say simile, simile, or just simply nipishe tafadhali, nipishe, naomba unipishe, please can I pass? So those are polite ways to ask for passage. Or excuse me, if you're saying excuse me, just say samahani, 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 and then it will be followed by your request. So you want to ask for direction. Samahani, naomba kujua stesheni ya mabasi iko wapi. That is you saying, I wish to know where the bus station is. Please, I wish to know where the bus station is. Samahani, excuse me, I wish to know where the bus station is. Samahani, naomba kujua ambapo mabasi yanasimama. So that's that. Another thing that, another polite thing, another polite phrase that you can use is tafadhali. Tafadhali. This simply means please. Tafadhali nionyeshe ambapo magari yanasimama. Tafadhali nionyeshe stesheni ya magari. Please show me the bus station. Tafadhali nipeleke dukani. Please take me to the shops. Tafadhali nipe kahawa. Please give me some coffee. Yes. So tafadhali is also another very common phrase that if you master it, then you'll easily connect with East Africans. You will easily connect with East Africans. So the greetings or the basics are that I've talked about habari and jambo. I've talked about nzuri and si jambo with the response for habari. I've also talked about asante or asante sana. That means thank you. I've talked about karibu, which is the response for or rather, which means welcome. I've talked about samahani, and I've also talked about tafadhali. Now, when you want to look at everyday situations, so you're here in East Africa and you're in East Africa and you're here and you're 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 in your normal day, your normal day. So you've arrived, you are at the market and you want to know the price of the items that you want to buy. Maybe you're in a souvenir shop, you want to buy something. Or maybe you're just in the local market, you want to buy some fruits. So what do you say? Once you leave that that place, rather that market, the first thing you do is to say hi or to greet. So you'd say habari yako mama if it's a lady selling, or habari yako baba if it's a man selling, or if it is just a young man, you can just say habari yako kijana, uh, or habari yako msichana. Yes. So you first begin with the greetings, and then the next thing you do after the greetings is now to ask about the items that you want to buy. So you say, haya matunda ni bei gani? Haya matunda ni bei gani? So how much are these fruits? Or you can just say, hii ni bei gani? If you're not particular or you don't know what you want, you just say, hii ni bei gani? This simply means, how much is this? Hii ni bei gani? Hii ni bei gani? This simply means, how much is this? Simply means, how much is this? Yes. So you'll be told, probably you'll be given a variety of items. Hii ni ya 200, hii ni ya 500, hii ni ya 700, hii ni 1000. Simply saying this is 500, this is 200, this is 1000. And then they will ask you, unataka gani? Unataka gani? What do you want? Or which do you want? So you'd say, ningependa hiyo ya 1000. I would like, or I would love that one for the one that goes for 1000 shillings. So ningependa, ningependa. I would love, or I would like, or napenda, ninapenda hiyo. I love that one. I love that. Napenda hii. I love this. So you touch the item that you love and then you say napenda hii. Yes. So maybe it is a little bit further than where you are, and then you'd ask, you want to be helped so that you can touch. Probably you're buying some fabric and you want to touch and see. You say nisaidie tafadhali. Nisaidie tafadhali, nishike, niguse. Can you help me please so that I can touch and feel it? So nisaidie tafadhali. Nisaidie tafadhali. So that is also another very common phrase that will help you in everyday situation. And then probably you're walking around and you're lost. You just go to somebody, say hi again, habari dada, habari mama, ni naomba unielekeze. Please show me. Or you can just say niko wapi tafadhali. Niko wapi tafadhali. The moment you just say niko wapi tafadhali, that person will already know that you're lost, and so they'll show you the direction. Niko wapi, that means where am I? So they will tell you probably upo katika stesheni ya magari ya blah 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 blah. you're in this bus station or you're here, and then they'll give you the direction. Niko wapi tafadhali. That is a very good phrase to know if you're moving around East Africa. So once you're lost and you want to get your bearing, you just ask the next person, Niko wapi tafadhali, and then they will show you, or rather they will tell you exactly where you are. And then another common phrase, probably you're lost and they're giving you direction, so you're being told stesheni ya mabasi iko pale mbele kidogo, mkono wako wa kulia. So that they're simply telling you that the bus station is just a bit in front of you, but on your right. So kulia means right. Kulia, mkono wako wa kulia, that means on your right hand side. Or tembea mita 100 hivi, kisha ugeuke mkono wa kushoto, utaona basi pale. So they're telling you to move forward 500 meters and then turn left, you'll see a bus. So kushoto means a left. Kushoto means left. Yes, so this is some of the common phrases that you'll be using in your common day scenario. Another one that is also very, very common is sijui. You're asked something, or rather you've been asked a question that you don't understand, you don't know. You just say simply sijui. Sijui. That simply means I don't know. Sijui. Sipendi means I don't like. So people are coming to you and they're asking you so many questions that you don't like. You just say sipendi. Sipendi. So that means I don't like. Sijui means I don't know. Sijui means I don't know. Sipendi means I don't like. Or sitaki means I don't want. Sitaki. Sitaki. It means I don't want. Now you are confused, or rather you just discover that you don't know where you're going and you really need help. You just say tafadhali ninahitaji msaada. Tafadhali ninahitaji msaada. Tafadhali ninahitaji msaada. Please, I need help. Please, I need help. So you realize that tafadhali, like I said, is a very essential phrase that you need when you want to connect better with East Africans. Now, as we continue, move on to the next category, which is phrases for politeness and connection. Phrases for politeness and connection. So when you're hurt, or when somebody is hurt and you want to show you care, you tell them pole. Pole, it simply means sorry. Pole, it simply means sorry. And then if you want to show your togetherness with people, you say tuko pamoja. You'll hear this a lot. Tuko pamoja, to show that we are together. It means we are together, to show that you are in sync with that person or with the people that you're talking to. Tuko pamoja. Tuko pamoja. This is a common one that you like, and I know you know. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. What does this mean? It simply means no worries. Yes, exactly the meaning that is shown in the Lion King. No worries. So sometimes you could say hakuna matata, or you can just say hakuna shida. Hakuna shida, no problem. Hakuna shida. Hakuna shida. And then you're done with the conversation and you want to tell somebody, you will call them, you'll just say nitakupigia simu. Sometimes you say nitakupigia and then just leave it at that. Then they'll simply understand that you meaning nitakupigia, or rather you're meaning I'll call you. Nitakupigia baadaye, or rather nitakupigia simu baadaye. Nitakupigia. I'll call you. I'll call you baadaye, later. I'll call you later. And then you can also use you're tired, you want to go rest, but somebody needs to talk to you, so you say tunaweza kuzungumza baadaye. Can we talk later? Can we talk later? Tunaweza kuzungumza baadaye. Tunaweza kuzungumza baadaye. Yes. So you can say that to actually tell somebody that you can have that discussion later. Tunaweza kuzungumza baadaye. Tunaweza kuzungumza baadaye. So somebody is talking and you didn't get what they said, so you can say unaweza kurudia tafadhali. Unaweza kurudia tafadhali. Please, can you repeat? Unaweza kurudia tafadhali. Unaweza kurudia tafadhali. Please, can you repeat? And of course, if I asked you what you're doing right now, listening to this or watching this live, you'd say ninajifunza Kiswahili. Ninajifunza Kiswahili. Or simply, I am learning Kiswahili. I am learning Kiswahili. Yes. So, and yes, so we've gone through a list of 20 phrases, and I'm even sure I've gone even beyond 20 every day, or rather 20 common phrases that you need to know when you're visiting East Africa, or when you want to speak to an East African or a Swahili speaker. You can, if you know these phrases, then the connection will be smoother and easier. So what are some of the phrases that you've learned today? We've talked about habari, habari yako, or habari, and the response will be nzuri. And we've talked about asante, we've talked about samahani and tafadhali. We've talked about asking for direction, we say kulia, kushoto. We've talked about saying sorry, which is pole. We've talked about talking about what you like or what you don't like, that is ninapenda or sipendi, if you don't like something. We've also talked about if you want to ask for something from the shop, say hii ni bei gani, how much is this, hii ni bei gani. And we've also talked about when you want to tell somebody you'll call them later, you say nitakupigia simu ama nitakuandikia ujumbe. Nitakuandikia ujumbe, that means I'll write for you a message. Nitakutafuta kwenye WhatsApp, that means I'll find you on WhatsApp. And of course, the most common one, that is hakuna matata, has also made an appearance today. That means there is no worries, or hakuna shida. Hakuna shida, no problem. So thank you for joining me on this live today. And it has been a very important live where we talked about very common phrases that you use, and that will make everything smoother for you in East Africa. So I just want to ask, have you had any of these phrases before? Have you had any of these phrases before? And also, if you get to listen to this live later, because we're going to stop in a few, just type in the comments which is your favorite phrase from the 20. What is your favorite phrase from the 20? And also, you can if I was very fast, you can also request me to make a video or take you through a particular phrase that you'd like to learn how to say. You can type. So let me just write these questions here on the chat. What is your favorite phrase You can also write which phrase would you wish to know more about? Yes, so those are the 20 phrases that you can use, or rather that it's good for you to know them in East Africa. If you're coming to East Africa, it's good that you know these phrases. It's good that you learn these phrases. And if you're an East African watching, which is your favorite phrase of this 20? Is there any other phrase that I left out? And yes, so if you come to join to see this live later, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and even watching the live even after it has passed. And it is very important because it will teach you very common phrases that are very, very helpful for you in your interaction with East Africans and in your way of practicing Swahili language. Thank you so much for joining me today. Those that have joined the live, even in those that have just passed by, thank you so much for joining. And I hope these phrases that you've learned today bring you closer to East Africa and the beauty of Swahili language. And if you join this live, hit that subscribe, share the live with a friend, and tell me in the comment section which topic do you want us to tackle next. It's always my pleasure to be with you. Until the next live, kwaheri, bye bye. See you in the next one. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe in this channel, The Swahili Age, with me, Kabaka Diana. Kwaheri, tuonane baadaye. See you later.